I hope you're well. Today I thought I would sit down, have a little chat with you guys and just do an honest foundation review. So I have 6 foundations that I have tried and tested recently. Some I love, some are kind of mediocre, and I think there's one that I'm not too keen on. So I'm going to show these foundations to you guys and tell you what I like, don't like, and whether you should buy it, and let's get going with the foundation review. So firstly, I'm going to talk to you about the Clarins Skin Illusion Mineral Foundation. And this foundation is one that I have repurchased before, so I must like it. So firstly, I'm going to talk about coverage. I would say this is kind of, on me, medium coverage. I can build it up so it's a lot heavier, and I can obviously use a little bit less to have that kind of light foundation kind of sheen rather than a full face of makeup. It can come across a little bit orange at times. If I use a powder on it after, I find that it can kind of turn it a bit orangey. But I do generally have problems with orange foundation on my skin anyway. I find it quite difficult to get matched up really well. But yeah, I like the bottle of this as well. It smells amazing, it smells really fruity, and in the morning it's just the kind of scent that you need to kind of wake you up, make you feel nice and fresh, and I love that about it. And yeah, 7 out of 10 from me on the Clarins. So I don't absolutely love it to death, but it's a pretty good foundation if you're looking for something new. So next up we have got the NARS Sheer Glow. NARS Sheer Glow, I have repurchased this about 4 times. I've bought it for my mum about 3 times, every birthday basically, and I love it. Basically, I love it. The coverage is very light. As it says, it's a sheer glow foundation, so it's very sheer, very light, brilliant for summer and holidays. And if you have quite good skin anyway, it's just a really good foundation just to top up your skin. You don't need a lot of coverage, then this is the one for you. It definitely lasts all day. I'm not one to top up my foundation during the day anyway, but maybe a little bit of powder because it goes a little bit shiny at times. It's a very dewy look, which I like. I do always mattify my foundations down with a powder anyway, but on the skin it looks very healthy. And you do just generally look really healthy, really flawless, and just, I always get comments on my skin when I wear this, and I just take that as a really good sign. And I don't think it really has a smell, I can't remember. It doesn't have a smell. The bottle is really nice. The only downside of the bottle is you've always got to buy a pump, which are like £6, I think. Either £2 or £6, I can't remember which one. But yeah, I hate the fact you buy a foundation, then you have to buy the pump separately, but that's the only downside. I would give this foundation a 9 out of 10. I love it that much. It's a 9 out of 10 from me. So next up is one that I have recently been testing, and again, I do love it. I can't help it, I do love it. That is the Benefit Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Brightening Makeup Foundation. It's quite a long name. And I have it in Believe in Me Ivory. Now this shade, I actually got sent this, and this shade is a little bit too pink for me. My boyfriend said the other day, and I quote, "You look really pink today. Usually you look a bit more green." So that was nice of him. But yeah, it is quite pink on me, but I'm sure there's other shades, and I'm definitely gonna go and buy this in my actual shade because I do love it. I love it. Coverage wise, I'd say it was more on the medium heavy side. Of course, you can always limit how much you use for it to be lighter anyway, but I would definitely say like more medium high. Staying power, I would say that this stays on my face for the majority of the day. Sometimes I get like little creases under my eyes or around my nose, but I get that with any foundation anyway. Like, I haven't found a foundation yet that doesn't do that. I think by the looks of it, when you pump it, it actually gets moved up. So you can see how much you've got left, which I really like. And I know I'm not gonna have to take this bottle to pieces when I'm at the end of it, trying to save myself some product. So I like that fact about it. And Benefit obviously have their own counters as well, so you know that you can go and get your skin colour kind of matched up with foundation. But yeah, from me, I just really like this, and I would give this probably a 8 out of 10, possibly a 9 if it was in my colour, but it's definitely a mix up between the NARS Sheer Glow and the Benefit foundation for me on top of the scale. These are the 2 that I'm loving. So now we have one that I'm not very keen on, and I think you guys might be a bit shocked because I think a lot of you people out there in the world of blogging love this foundation, but I bought this in America and I've got to say I'm just not impressed by it. And this is the MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. I don't know, I mean, it's a very light coverage anyway, apparently, so I thought it would be more like the NARS Sheer Glow for me, but it's so light that I can barely even see it. It's very watery. I don't find it very buildable. I find that by the time I've put it on my skin, it's kind of left like lines everywhere, and I haven't been able to get on with this foundation. Whether I'm using it wrong, I've tried applying it with a brush, a sponge, my fingers, I just cannot make this work for me. Staying power, I wouldn't know because I've never got that far. I've always put this on in the morning and wiped it straight off. But if you do use this foundation and you do love it, then let me know how you use it, what you do with it, because I just can't make it work. So my score for the MAC Face and Body Foundation would have to be a 2 out of 10, and that's being generous because I didn't want to give it a 1, I felt a bit mean. So now we have 2 foundations left. The first one I've got here is the Bourjois Happy Light Foundation. This is more of a high street foundation. You can buy this in your local Boots, your local Superdrug, probably your local supermarket as well. You just go up to the little counter thing, pick the colour you want and leave. It's quick, easy, you don't have to talk to anyone, which actually I like sometimes. Sometimes the counter kind of interactions I just can't be bothered with. So this is a really good one for a high street alternative. I have used this many times over all of these ones that I have as well. And over my more expensive ones, I've gone for this sometimes just because I fancy wearing it. The colour is really good on me. I can't remember what colour this is, it doesn't actually say. I've lost the lid. But yeah, I like the packaging. It's got coppery and peachy tones, which is always up there in my favourites. But yeah, the coverage is kind of medium. It covers well. Again, the colour is really nice as well. I find that it matches my skin really good. Staying power, I wouldn't say it lasted 24 hours. It says 8 hours on here, and 8 hours is about right if you're having a pretty chilled out day. If you're in London for 8 hours and it's a bit hot on the tube and you're kind of in meetings and things, I wouldn't say it lasts amazingly well. I would definitely say take it with you, top it up during the day if you're gonna have a busy day and you're gonna get warm and a little bit sweaty. And I love Bourjois as a brand. I just think they're absolutely brilliant and I just really like it basically, so yeah. Woo. And then last but by no means least, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. This little beauty. Now, this foundation has just blown up, basically. Every blogger uses it, everyone I see uses it, and I thought, well, I'm in Covent Garden, I'm gonna go and get matched up and give it a go for myself and see if it's actually that good. I've used it about 4 times now, and I've got to say, I'm not 100% sure. I don't hate it. I don't hate it like I hate the MAC Face and Body, because that is just full on hate. But I don't love it like I love the NARS Sheer Glow, because that is full on love. It's kind of like in the middle of the two. Yeah, so I think I need to practice it a little bit more with it and kind of find what I'm doing wrong with it. I've been using like a damp sponge to apply it at the moment. It's quite a medium / heavy coverage, I would say, for my skin. Staying power seems pretty good for me. Again, I've only used it about 4 times at the moment, but when I have used it, it's been there for the whole day. Hasn't required any kind of top-ups of foundation or anything, so it obviously has a good staying power, and people do rave about it, so it must be absolutely brilliant. I just haven't got there yet. I'm not 100% convinced, but with foundations, it sometimes takes me a little while to kind of get used to them and get used to like the consistencies of them and how to apply them and what powder to use with them. Maybe I need a Charlotte Tilbury powder to go for the top. Maybe that would really complement this foundation. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you like about this one. So guys, that was my honest foundation review. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do want to see more kind of honest reviews on products, let me know in the comments below what kind of products you'd like to see reviews on. I did post about this a little while ago and foundation kind of rated the highest, so hopefully this helps some of you guys. Again, if you would like to see these foundations and how they look on, then let me know. I would do a video on that as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure if you're not already, you subscribe. The button is right down below and you can stay up to date with loads of Tiny Twist content, and I post twice a week. So I will see you again on Wednesday for another video. Have a lovely rest of the week and I'll see you again soon. Bye! Mwah. So you can go and get your kind of skin tone trust. Come and tell us what you think of this foundation.
Get it off me.